In scientific terms, a millennial is someone born between the early 1980s and the late 2000s. A divorced millennial is someone who, once the relationship dissolved, probably spent many hours sobbing in bed listening to End of the Road by Boyz II Men.
You know you're a millennial dude if you preloaded all of your porn tabs before going to school, hoping that at least one would be done streaming by the time you got home.
I went on this date the other day, and the guy kept asking me what my fetish was. The only thing I kept thinking about was my perfume in 1999.
So when my wife left, Limp Bizkit Nookie came on the radio. I did it all for the Nookie and got none. Thanks, Limp Bizkit.
I think I'm gonna bring back those choker necklaces that look like tattoos. And when I do, people are still gonna think that the worst decision I made lately was marrying my ex.
Me and my wife danced to I Swear by All For One at our wedding. I don't think the lyrics sank in for her.
My wedding was beautiful, like a Casey and JoJo song. But my marriage, it was more like a Shaggy album. Was it me?
I always wanted to go to school at Breaker High with Ryan Gosling. Instead I got married and had kids. And now I'm divorced. Thanks, Ryan.
Corey and Topanga were bullshit. No one meets the love of their life the first time around. No one.
I really thought me and my wife were going to be together forever. But if Nick Lachey and Jessica Simpson can't do it, who can? How do you say his last name? Lachey. Lachey.
I went to update my MySpace page after my divorce. Turns out that doesn't exist anymore. When did that happen?
Can you believe my wife made me throw out all of my puka shell necklaces? All of them. Now I've got nothing to live for.
One day I found my ex trying to break into my Dear Diary. That's when I knew it had to be over. I mean, this is like the original iPhone without texting capabilities or calling. Don't break into my Dear Diary or I'll divorce you.
I always imagined myself ending up with Kelly Kapowski, but really I ended up with someone more like Screech.
I realized my marriage was going downhill when Mbop started making more sense to me than my husband.
When I first got divorced, I went out and got one of those barbed wire armband tattoos. But then I realized it wasn't 2001 anymore. That's the second mistake I've made.
If my divorce would have happened in 2004, I'm absolutely positive that I would have updated my MSN status to some lyrics from So Yesterday by Hilary Duff and put some cute emoticons around it to show that I'm really strong and really creative.
Being married was like watching the Titanic. It went on forever. There was only one nude scene, and at the end of it I died a horrible cold death.
Near the end of my marriage, there wasn't much loving happening. Oh, there's like a hair flying around. Let's just say I got more pleasure from my pager in 1999.
Being married to my ex was like Jack, slowly freezing to death. And there was so much more room on that door. And Rose didn't even share a bed.
When my ex left, he took all the furniture, the car, everything. But he left my Paul collection. Pretty sure he got the short end of the stick.
My ex-wife kind of reminds me of a Furby. Really find it exciting at first, but then I realized I didn't really understand most of the gibberish she was saying, and by the end of it, I couldn't find the off button and just kind of wanted to tuck her away in a closet somewhere.
Truthfully, I would rather go back to dial-up internet and T9 text messaging than ever getting back together with my ex.
Ross is like my inspiration. He gives me hope that I've got at least 3 more marriages in me.
Now that I'm divorced, I'm really starting to follow my dream of marrying Uncle Jesse. I always knew we were meant to be.
Yeah, I cried when I got divorced, but not as much as I did when Will asked Uncle Phil, "Why my dad don't want me, man?"
If I had to choose between getting my ex back or getting the original TGIF lineup back on air, let's just say I'd be hanging out with Sabrina the Teenage Witch real soon.
My wife always wondered why I was so good at pushing her buttons. I had training.
Things started getting bad with my ex and I, so one day I followed him with my trusty binoculars. I didn't find anything, but these are cool.
When I was a kid, power bombs were how I flirted. I don't get it. Gave my wife one, she left me. Things have changed. So if you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, and definitely come back next week and see what we've got for you.